Good
morning, everyone. Sorry, I'm feeling extra vocally today.
Extra.
I'm just feeling so inspired from seeing a night of pure fucking talent at the Prime Day concert.
I'm excited to hear about it. I watched some of your stories, but I just...
Only some?
I rewatched all my stories this morning.
The second I got home.
I watched as much as you guys had posted before I went to sleep.
Okay.
No, because she went on really late. I kept checking, and then it was almost like 10:45.
10:45 is when she went on, and I need to go home and watch the actual Prime Day concert because I need to find myself in the background because apparently me and Margot were quite visible.
I saw it's in the toasters.
No, but I want to see on my TV.
Yeah.
And finally, I'll be on TV.
I thought you people sent me a video that you guys were on the screen because it was her and then you're in the background. I thought you got screen time of you guys dancing.
No, we didn't get, even though we should have.
You should, yeah.
Yeah, but they only did the Swifties in the front.
Apparently there was a rule not to wear stripes, but I didn't hear about that rule because I unintentionally was a backup singer.
Oh, were the backup singers wearing stripes?
She was wearing pink stripes and then pink sparkly stripes, and then everyone behind her was wearing pink purple sparkles, and I was literally wearing pink purple stripes.
So you were a background dancer?
I mean, singer, actually. I wasn't paid or anything, but I do that shit for free.
So how was it? Stannis and Stannis the second.
Okay.
It was just okay,
let's just talk about even before she went on, because first of all, I don't know literally who in upper management allowed me to be invited, because it wasn't influencer central. I saw Andy Dorfman and that was it. I didn't see any other influencers. So it wasn't they were being thirsty trying to get everyone to come and post. They literally treated us like royalty. I don't know if it was Amazon, if it was Autumn Communications, whoever invited me, thank you so much. Not only that, whoever respected the hell out of me, because they put me in a private box, and right when Taylor went on, Gigi Hadid and her family comes out, and I'm I guess I'm in Taylor's box. Literally, it was so crazy.
It was so crazy.
And we were so close to the stage, and the three performers before were super interesting, because I want to talk about Dua Lipa for a second.
Yeah.
She went on first, which I thought was really interesting. I thought they would go from small to biggest, making her maybe second or third.
Yeah. Because Becky G is the smallest.
Yeah, actually, it's so interesting because they live streamed it globally, 200 countries. Becky G was the perfect person for it, and the energy in the stadium, in their theater
room
wasn't there for Becky G, because it was mostly Taylor stands, and I don't think they have a similar audience, but she's quite a performer, and she's snatched as hell, and she has the gap in her tooth fixed, which I kind of miss, but she's so pretty, and I didn't know any of her music, but I wanted to.
Was she singing in the shower?
No!
And she kept saying, this song changed my life. And I was I'm ready.
Yeah.
And it was just not a song I had ever heard before.
Wow.
Which was really disappointing. But I just have to say, I have respect for Becky G now. She has a bustling career that we just don't know about in America.
No, I've always had respect for Becky G. Every time she comes on my release radar with a new song, I always give it a try, and it's just not for me.
No, because now I think she does overwhelmingly Spanish songs.
Yeah, and I'm happy to see her thriving.
No, she's thriving. Then I want to talk about Dua Lipa, because obviously I like Dua Lipa just as someone who loves pop culture. I was I'll probably know a good amount of her songs, and I was really blown away by Dua Lipa. First of all, I knew every song, every word. I didn't even know there were songs that I thought Jessica Lynn sang, and I was oh no, it's Dua Lipa, literally. And she is so beautiful, and so snatched body wise, and she's an amazing dancer. She is actually a triple threat.
Yeah.
I was thinking this girl's gonna have a real legit career, because first of all her voice is so good, and she doesn't sing with a backtrack, and her songs are so good, and she sings in the same genre all the time. It's just she knows what she's good at, dance club music.
Yeah.
Her and her dancers are so cute. She literally is such a good dancer. She was making me want to take dance classes.
Yeah.
Right?
Just, she would just move to the right, and it was just
and she had perfectly on rhythm.
Swag.
I don't know what it was.
She was so good. I really enjoyed her. SZA was being weird because she was refusing to sing straight to the audience. She had her back to us literally the whole time, and to the camera. I didn't know what it looked like on camera, but in the audience, she we might as well not have been there. And what I have to say about the Amazon Prime concert is it was made for TV, but there might as well not have been cameras there. Every performer they had was so connected with the audience, but also with the cameras, and it was just really impressive. I forgot that Taylor was streaming to all these countries. But SZA, she just didn't have the stage presence that everyone else did. I don't know what it looked like on the stream because I didn't watch it, but just being in the audience, I literally forgot she was on. It sounded like background music because she was literally hiding from the audience, literally like this. But she sang a cover of "So Kiss Me."
And that was the only song
that 90s song.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Cute.
She has an amazing voice.
Is that 10,000 Maniacs?
No, it's Sixpence the Richer.
Sixpence None the Richer.
Yeah, it was a great song selection. She has a really great voice. I'm sure now if I listen to her music on Spotify, I'll like it. But her stage presence, it wasn't there for me.
Yeah, it was an Ariana Grande moment.
Worse.
Oh, wow.
Because at least Ariana danced.
Yeah, no, I literally saw SZA's back the whole time.
Cool.
Yeah. Then Taylor just like came on and blew our minds. Like normally, like I would have been annoyed. Like I got there literally 3 hours later, Taylor went on, but like I was just so excited. Oh, sorry, before we even go, Jane Lynch. The hardest working woman in Hollywood. Yeah. She was so good at her job. You have no idea how hard her job was because she was reading from the teleprompter, basically doing stand-up, but nobody in the audience was listening. People were going to get drinks. It was so loud, but she was really talking to the camera. And like she was playing to the audience and no one was listening. I just had so much respect for her because it was such a hard job. And she did it seamlessly. And every time she walked off stage, she would be right in the wings waiting to get back on stage when they did like an Amazon commercial. She said hi to every single person, took a picture with all the kids. Like she is literally like who you think she is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's the hardest working woman in Hollywood and she was so sweet. Like I couldn't get over how like usually the cameras go down and like the celebrities like getting their makeup touched up and like not talking to anyone. Jane Lynch didn't stop working when the cameras were down.
That's so nice to hear.
I was watching her the whole time. I was really like impressed by her work ethic. Do you know what I mean?
We also saw somebody needing a paramedic because they got too drunk.
Oh my God, yeah. Like really, girl.
Like at the Prime Day concert.
You're selected out of literally millions of people want to come and you're gonna black out before Taylor went on and the paramedic had to come and take her away.
That's so embarrassing.
No, it was embarrassing, but also like, what is you doing?
Do better.
Yeah. It was really disappointing. I was sad for her.
Okay.
Then Taylor came out and just like, not that I needed any sort of like, you know, cementation in my standhood, but like if I did, last night was it. You know what I mean? She, first of all, like anyone who ever says she doesn't have a good voice, like please, she was not singing with backtracks. Like, and at the Reputation tour she did, just because I guess it's so many people that like you need more of like a whatever, but
surround sound.
Yeah, but she was just so on with her vocals. Her body, oh my God, not an ounce of cellulite. Like literally her shorts were so far up her vagina, like any normal person would have had cellulite. No.
Her legs like looked like
so long,
good and
so tan, so healthy too.
Yeah.
They looked really good in your stories.
Well, I was noticing in my stories like they looked bigger as I was videoing it than
her
they did
thighs,
in real
like
life.
I want to take those thighs and just like put my head between them. Like they're perfect. I couldn't stop looking at her legs. Then everyone in my stories was like, oh my God, she's singing to you. She kept pointing and like I was literally standing right next to Gigi Hadid and Taylor was actually singing to Gigi Hadid the whole time, like pointing, singing like certain lines. Like they have obviously like inside jokes. And so I like that everyone like thought it was me, but like it wasn't. And I like respected the hell out of their friendship. And Taylor did a good job of like making Gigi feel like seen while also like nobody else realized they were like having these moments except for me because I was like right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like I find it annoying when people like sing to their mom and like sing to the crowd, you know?
Yeah.
But Taylor did a good job of like balancing both. And the set list.
What did she sing?
Well, so she did, okay, here's what the Swifties are saying. So she did an acoustic version of Welcome to New York, which is not a usual part of like her Wango Tango, like greatest hits.
But we're in New York.
We're in New York, but she also
she
said,
wants you to feel welcome.
She said, this is the song I wrote about New York. Actually, this is the first song I wrote about New York, which makes me think now that on Lover there's a song about New York, which is great. I love Welcome to New York. It's literally my favorite song. And there's so many like iconic lines that Taylor has, and like this was really Swiftie crowd. So many steamy Swifties were there. Like really, we were.
Did they accept you back?
Yes, they did. We were represented really nicely in the Prime concert. But just so many iconic lines that like people. It felt like camp, like chanting. Like first of all, like boys and girls and girls in Welcome to New York. The place went on fire, screaming so hard. She never made anybody less gay. Oh my God, everyone was dying. Sticks and Stones never broke my bones. Everyone was like, it was literally like color war.
Yeah, no, it felt like color war. Like it literally turned into like this just like
chant fest.
Chant.
1, 2, 3, let's go, bitch.
1, 2, 3, let's go, bitch. Oh my God, my cross of bears that I got the most epic video of it, and I X'd out of it because I was trying to save it.
Like a
they
true
have nerve putting the X and the save button
like
next
a
to
true
each other.
grandma trying to use the microwave.
But they're
over
not
here.
next to each other.
Yes, they are.
They
It happens to me all the time. It's so frustrating.
X is here and save is here.
No, save is here, X is here. They're right
both
next
in the
to
top
each
left
other.
corner.
Interessant.
Snapchat has it. Theirs on the bottom. That's
sorry.
how it should be.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So our box was so lit. Also, they had like a bunch of Amazon celebs, like the husband for Marvelous Miss Maisel. He was also in our box. He like looks exactly the same like he does on TV. And also this girl who's from Jessica Jones, not Kristen Ritter. Blonde girl.
Trish.
No,
she has a new show.
She was in the box sitting next to me the entire show. I have never seen her face before in my life.
They
might
said
have made
she
a
was on
cameo
Jessica
quickly
Jones.
on Jessica Jones, but I don't know her.
There's only one blonde girl on Jessica Jones.
Well, now
And it
she has a
wasn't
new
Trish.
show on Amazon. She was in our box too. Like I don't know how me and Margot ended up like in the special box because there was like a bunch of boxes. I saw Andy Dorfman was right above us.
And we were refusing to like go to the bathroom or get a drink. We were
because
like,
we thought it was an
this
oversight.
is wrong. So
Yeah.
just sit here.
Yeah.
What else did she sing?
She sang Love Story, Shake It Off,
I Knew You Were Trouble.
and she did the I Knew You Were Trouble tour version. So it's like, you know, at the bridge, she's like, oh, the saddest fear comes creeping in. Oh my God, it was so good. Like, I was really living. Like, I was having a hard time of balancing, like, so many emotions. Because, like, before Gigi Hadid came in the box, I was ready to be, like, nightmare, like, literally throw myself off the terrace, like, show my titties to the world. But then I'm like, okay, Gigi's here. Like, I have to, like, be a little bit cool. But then I was also, like, wanting to, like, dance and jump and die and sweat. But then also so much of me just wanted to, like, stare and remember it. And also film it. So, like, I was really balancing all these emotions, and people like have been tagging me in videos that I'm in the background of, and like I'm literally just like this.
Yeah, she was just like standing there.
I was just taking
like,
it all in because I was thinking about how like it was such for me, like I don't think I'll ever have an experience like that again because it was the full Taylor production, background singers, fireworks, like everything. But in such an intimate setting, I can't think that there were more than 300 people there.
No.
Yeah.
So it was so special and like being so close to it, and I was just like trying to remember it because I don't think I'll ever get an opportunity. Like I'll see Taylor again, and you know me, I spend my life savings on front row seats for Taylor. Like I don't mind like shelling out.
But it's still different.
It's different because she was playing like to me, and I was really just trying to like live. Now I want to go home and watch the full thing because I just need to see myself in the background. I'm so glad I wore sparkles because I was really shining.
No, I want to go home and see because we also did see it from the side. Like I want to see her face head on because she looks so pretty.
She looks so pretty. Oh, and like I just couldn't deal with her finally wearing red lipstick again, like red, not the crimson red. And she was talking about how she got her start in country, and like I feel like she never talks about country, which was just like a metaphor or like.
Why was she talking about it? What
just how she got her start in country music. I don't know. Margaret, what did
she was leading into Love Story.
Oh.
Yeah, whatever. And she was just like, she never says country anymore. Like the word country. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it just made me think like.
She's back.
Yeah.
To country.
There'll be some country
I think
influences.
that she's just back to like the just like bright, bubbly, great Taylor.
Okay, so I was looking for stories today, and I saw a story that like during her concert she shaded Scott and Scooter.
Oh yeah. So in Shake It Off, when there's the rap, and it's like, and don't get out about the liars and the dirty, dirty cheats of the world. And she just really emphasized the liars and the dirty, dirty cheats of the world.
She literally yelled it.
Like, really?
But then went back to, you could have been getting down to, like, she did, it was definitely intentional.
It was intentional. She was singing it, and then she just goes and yelling is the way to put it. Liars, dirty, dirty cheats of the world. And then she just goes back to being cute. And she's like, like, it was completely intentional.
Yeah.
And you think it was about them?
It was about
What
Scott
else would
Borchetta,
it be?
for sure.
Who else cheated her in the past week?
No, totally.
Yeah. It was just a really
Interessant.
great show, and I was really excited to be there, and that's it.
Yeah, no, it was like the greatest night of my life. Like I literally got home and I just like sat in my dress and my heels and my full makeup and I just sat there like watching my story, just like smiling.
Yeah,
like,
Margot texted me. She's like, I'm so emotional.
Oh my God, I'm so happy for you guys.
Margot, say
Your
thank
hard
you to
work-
Jackie because she forewent her ticket so
Thank
you
you,
could
Jackie.
go.
Of course, I would have never done that to you, and then I would have missed Third Eye Blind.
Oh my
Not
God,
even.
Ben was so mad.
It wasn't Third Eye Blind. It was One Eye Blind, one man singing. It was so fucking weird, and it was like just one of those nights that's like so me, where it's like everything goes wrong.
Yeah,
like,
Ben said the food at the restaurant
Ben
was bad.
and I went to dinner, and like I was starving. It was so slow. Everything was just like so meh. We could barely like get our. It was coming so hard. And if we had a great meal and then we went to a shitty like concert and then we just left, it was only in Gramercy. Like it wasn't a big lift. It would have been fine. But it was just like everything sucked everywhere.
That's
and, like,
so terrible.
It was just so me. You know.
I'm sorry.
Like
Where'd you go to dinner?
We went to Sarah Beth's, which is not a good dinner place.
No, when Ben told me they went to Sarah Beth's, I'm like, what is you doing? They serve pancakes.
No, but they have like tune tartare and everything.
But you were in such a great area. Also,
Hillstone.
the Gramercy Hotel has the best Italian restaurant in the lobby.
Well, we fucked up.
I blame Ben for that. Sarah
Yeah, he was
Beth's.
in charge of reservations, and I was happy to go to Barbunia, and then he was
Yeah,
like,
I love Barbunia.
Actually, Barbunia sucks. I'm like, no.
Hillstone?
Hillstone, you can't get a reservation an hour before.
True.
So, whatever.
No, I blame Ben for that. I apologize. I will
Yeah, and
reprimand
he's
him.
like in charge of the food.
Oh,
you
wait,
know?
it's keto season.
So, anyways, the concert was it wasn't a concert. It was just like
A man and his guitar.
a man and his guitar, which I knew it would be, but I thought they would be like, and I kind of associated like Third Eye Blind with Blink 182. So if like one member of Blink 182 was playing acoustic Blink 182 songs, like that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But I guess Third Eye Blind is not Blink 182.
Third Eye Blind has two bangers, Jumper and Semi-Charmed Kind of Life.
But then also, this guy was singing just random songs, and no one was singing along. So I don't think they're even Third Eye Blind songs. I think it was just like songs he wrote, like on his own.
Sad.
It was so fucking weird.
Yeah.
It was
sorry.
so fucking weird.
I just remembered that we saw Dua Lipa and
Anwar
Anwar
kissing.
making out in
Yeah.
the booth.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah, I think they're cute. I mean,
Me
I
too.
now have like the most respect for Dua Lipa. I think she
Me
deserves
too.
the world.
I also have the most respect for her back muscles. They're
Yes, Margot, I was thinking the
so,
same
like,
thing.
I don't even know the
Jackie,
word.
she was wearing that like furry tube top in black that you wanted.
Yeah, that I have.
Oh, you have it?
Yeah, I'm wearing it
In Vegas? Oh,
Yeah,
great.
it finally fits. That's
Oh,
like
wait.
the nice school. I got it. It didn't fit. I thought I got the wrong size, and then I lost a few pounds, and now it fits.
That's such a good
that
feeling.
never happens.
That never happens.
I thought my build was just like too builded.
Yeah.
Speaking of Vegas, tomorrow we are leaving for Vegas and there is no show. But tomorrow is also the last day that our merch store is open. So head to shop morningtoast.com. I know a lot of you get paid tomorrow, so we left it up till longer than usual till tomorrow so everyone can get their stuff. There's new summer items like koozies, hats, fanny packs, towels, flags. Then also all the best sellers are back in stock. So the sorority sweatshirts, which are selling like hotcakes, the pop sockets with the toast on it.
The koozies are selling like
Are
hotcakes.
they?
Yeah,
I need to look into the data, see what's being sold.
The last time I checked, 2 different koozies had number 1 and 2 spots.
Oh, really? Because the last time I checked, it was the sorority sweatshirts.
And the first time I checked, it was the pop sockets.
Wow, the jewel skin is there too, the decal. We don't endorse jeweling, but if you do jewel and it helps you, feel free to get a Toasty sticker. Just lots of good stuff that won't be back ever. So shop morningtoast.com for another 36 hours.
Yeah, and then we got to close it because we got to get your orders out.
Right. Anything else we need to recap?
No, I feel...
We also have Shep Rose coming on the show today.
Oh, yeah, that's so exciting. Last night I went to watch Southern Charm, and I actually wound up watching season 1, episode 1.
Wow.
And I was kind of into it because I could talk about this week's episode. Well, actually, I can't because I didn't watch it, but I want to talk about Southern Charm as a whole because we've come really far. And when you watch the first episode, it's so fucking creepy because of the Thomas and the JD of it all. And I want to talk to him about all
There's
of that.
so many things I need to talk to Shep about. Like, I need to talk to him about his podcast. When is he going to have us on? I need to talk to him about just, like, being a man about town. Like, what goes on in Charleston? Like, it's such a small town. He's now, like, this major celeb. He just went golfing with Larry David. Like, I need to know more.
Yeah.
He went golfing with Larry David.
Yeah, no,
That's
he's like
really
a
cool.
megastar.
That's fucking cool.
I would say he's maybe one of the most successful Bravo celebrities. Like, one of the most popular.
Yeah, consistently. He's having a rough season.
Yes, and I did speak, and I also want to talk to him about Jackson Brittany's wedding because I spoke about that with him, and he had a lot to say.
Okay, good. I'm looking forward to it. Also, while you guys were at Taylor Swift last night, I was at a Taylor Swift versus Ariana Grande Soul Cycle.
You know what? And that, like, if I actually would have went to that if I didn't have to, like, to have my hair done and stuff.
me too.
And it was incredible.
What songs
What
did they play?
studio?
It was at 54th with Nicholas, who does Musical Mondays.
Oh.
So, like, he's just in tune as hell.
What did he play?
Okay, on the Taylor end, he played some really interesting choices. He played White Horse at one point, which I was full body chills.
Oh my God.
Wow, what a song.
Wow, I'm like so upset. When's the next one?
I think on Wednesdays he does some good verses, because I think the week before he did Taylor and Ariana again.
Okay.
But he played a lot of 1989, like
Oh my God.
I listened to 1989
like
this
Blank
morning.
Space.
Great.
What I'm trying to think, like I can't even remember. It was just like so good.
Did he
It was-
play Side to Side?
No, and I thought he would.
Because it's like a song
Like,
that's
But
like,
he played Thank You Next. He played No Tears Left to Cry. He played Break Up With Your Boyfriend, Girlfriend. He played one Ari song that I'm not so into. It just went by so quickly.
That's the best.
I was hardly paying attention to the songs. I didn't even notice them unless they were like, because White Horse was like an interesting choice.
You know, I
Can
don't know
you
if
tell
I
us
would
more
do.
what other Taylor songs you
Yeah.
said?
Yeah, wait,
Played?
shit. There were a lot. It was a very toasty class. So if anyone was there, please comment. Frick. He played
New
some-
Romantics.
No. He played "You Need to Come Down for the Stretch," but he didn't. That was the only new song that he played.
Okay, whatever.
All right,
Shit.
whatever. It's okay.
If
If
it
I feel
comes to you.
I feel like I'm missing a whole album in my head.
it comes to you, just
Red
spit it
Speak
out.
Now, Fearless.
Yeah, I don't even.
Red. Reputation.
No.
Okay, whatever.
Oh, Reputation. Oh, I Did Something Bad. He started
Oh,
with, and
nice.
it was so good.
Paige
It was
loved- remember
I
she would
did
do that every time?
something bad.
I like really would go to that, even though now that you're talking about it, those Ariana songs like don't do it for me, and I realize like I'm not like an Ariana like queen. I would rather do like Taylor Swift versus Lady Gaga.
I mean, you take what you can get, but the Ariana songs were good. Like "Thank You Next" was incredible.
Yeah.
And I love "No Tears Left to Cry."
Me too. That song is a banger.
And "One Last Time" he played, which
Oh,
is just
that's a great song.
a great
I would
song.
cycle to that.
Yeah, I thought he would play
Say
side to side.
spin or cycle?
Spin.
Okay, I'm like a grandma trying to use a microwave.
But without further ado, I do feel as though it's time because it's been 20 minutes and we have a guest today.
Oh, yeah, we should move
So
on.
it definitely feels like it's time. It's almost past due. But it's time to deliver the past 5 stories that you need to know before you wake up and take a bite out of your morning toast.
Now we can, but I would be remiss if I didn't let you know that I'm packing for Vegas, which is so pertinent because today's episode is brought to you by Liquid IV, and I did literally pack so much Liquid IV because it is the most important thing on my packing list. Like, I don't even need clean underwear, I just need Liquid IV because it's the fastest, most efficient way to stay hydrated. Trying to drink more water, Liquid IV hydrates you 2 to 3 times faster and more efficiently than water alone, with an added bonus of vitamin C, B3, B5, B6, and B12. It's the fastest growing wellness brand. You can find them everywhere, even Costco. You can find their hydration multiplier sold at all Costco's nationwide. Their products utilize cellular transport technology, a specific ratio of glucose, sodium, and potassium. When mixed with water, it helps your body absorb more of the water and nutrients that you drink directly into your bloodstream. So obviously for hangovers, this is a no-brainer. It has worked countless times for all of us. It is truly a saving grace and maybe the only thing that can get me through this trip to Vegas. We love Liquid IV and we know you will too. Right now, our listeners are getting 25% off at liquidiv.com when you use our code TOAST at checkout. That's a 25% off anything you order on Liquid IV's website. So go to liquidiv.com and enter promo code TOAST to get your savings and start getting better hydration. That's liquidiv.com, promo code TOAST. Don't wait to start properly hydrating today.
He also played You Belong With Me, and I
Beautiful.
was dead on the floor singing Margot's Vision.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I thought of something this morning, Jackie, because so funny. Yesterday was my birthday, and I showed up here looking like an actual piece of trash. Today, means nothing, and I literally have never looked more beautiful, tan, or thin in my life.
Maybe it's for Shep.
Maybe it's for Shep. But you know, we used to take those selfies, or sometimes we take pictures. We should take them before the show, because we always take them after the show. And after the show, I'm exhausted. I have no color left in my face.
We've been through this before. When we take them before the show, our faces are so tired.
That's
when
true.
we take them after the show, we've exercised all of our muscles. We're ready to smile. Before
Okay.
we're
Okay, just a thought.
Okay, let's get into it, because our first story is the world's highest paid entertainers of 2019 list is here from Forbes. Are you ready for it?
Doom.
No pun intended.
Doom.
Number 1 highest paid celebrity of 2019 is Taylor Swift.
Obviously,
Number
queen.
2, we have Kylie Jenner. Number 3, Kanye West. Number 4, Lionel Messi. Number 5, Ed Sheeran. 6, Cristiano Ronaldo. 7, Neymar. 8, the Eagles. 9, Dr. Phil McGraw. 10, Canelo Alvarez.
Dr. Phil. Hello,
That is
Daddy.
so interesting.
It is interesting, especially because the top 10 is really comprised of so many different types of celebrities, like reality star, musician, athlete, band. There's so many different types of celebs that I find it so interesting that not one category dominated the top 10. You would think maybe all the athletes would be at the top, or the musicians.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what made Kylie so impressive.
Right, but Dr. Phil
McGraw.
Makes sense.
I'm sorry, the Eagles are actually the most
Yes.
shocking.
Dr. Phil isn't shocking to me. When I found out that Judge Judy is the highest paid woman on television per episode, she's making $52 million a year. Good for her. So that didn't shock me, because Dr. Phil literally never stops working. He has a TV show, radio show, he has a podcast now, and he's so well respected in his field, and he just literally says no to nothing. The Eagles is quite shocking.
What is the Eagles? The
They're
team?
It's a band.
Oh, I thought
Margot.
A team. I'm dead.
Can you Google what they sing, Margot? I forget. I get them confused with the Police, the Who,
There's a lot of them.
and then when I think of the Police, I always think of that episode of Friends. Ruskin, give me the tickets.
But it's number 15 is Dwayne Johnson. So Dr. Phil is making more money than Dwayne Johnson.
That's crazy,
Take it
because Dwayne
easy.
Johnson is a sellout.
Number 20 is Jay-Z. Dr. Phil is making more money
No,
than Jay-Z.
Kanye's making more than Jay-Z. That's shocking.
Yeah.
Hotel California.
Oh, really?
Right?
I always think that William Hung sang that song.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, the guy from American Idol.
Yeah, I know
I was
him.
kidding, you guys. My God.
Number
I
20
need to
is
start hanging out with more
Beyonce.
comedians.
But how is that a joke?
Oh,
I really thought you were serious, because maybe he performed on American Idol.
he did. He never made it through. Oh my God, I can't. William Hung sang that song on American Idol at his audition, and it was so bad, everyone was dying, and it went totally viral. That was the first viral
That was the
video
song
ever.
he was singing?
Yes.
I don't think it was.
it was.
I actually think it was Ricky Martin
Well,
that he
me
was
too.
singing.
Okay.
She Bangs.
Wasn't it She Bang?
Google it.
I'm right, so
William
I
Hung,
think-
American Idol audition.
I think I'm right.
I don't know if I'm right, but I just pretty sure it's not Hotel California.
Okay, wait.
No,
William Hung, American Idol audition.
I know I'm here, but I have to listen to it. So
Okay,
keep going.
so we'll continue.
Alex is saying that you're right.
She
She
Bangs.
Bangs, yeah.
But no offense, you're not Google. Margot.
Okay, I'm sorry. If 3 people actually thought it was
She Bang, 100%.
Okay, but why don't you Google it?
Everyone's saying it was She Bangs.
Fuck.
Yeah, he was like, She
Yep,
Bangs.
right here. Ricky Martin, William Hung, She Bangs.
Okay, so now I understand why you didn't get my joke.
Okay.
Because it was
It was
wrong.
factually incorrect.
Okay, so I'm glad that we all figured it out.
Okay. I really remember. Why do I remember it being Hotel California?
I don't know.
don't
And he
know.
only had one audition.
Right.
So
He was a one-hit wonder.
Like he went on
But he's no Luke Islam.
to Hollywood and sang different songs.
Yeah, he was a one-hit wonder.
Okay, some other notable celebs. Number 20, Beyonce. Number 22, Ellen. They left out number 21. Spooky.
It might have been a tie for 20th.
Maybe, let me go back.
I just find it so...
20 and 20 are Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Oh, they tied? Oh, because they're married.
But, so did they do it
filed dual
together?
income.
And then they probably split it in half, Forbes.
Yeah, I mean, I find that to be very low, on the list for them.
Especially because they own media properties. So it's not just their
Tidal.
music. Tidal, that would be Steve Jobs not
Right.
being number 20.
Rock Nation.
I feel like Tidal was a
Title's
failure.
not successful, but
no, but they're pretending like it is.
No, but what she's saying is that they have so many other business interests other than music that would really probably put them way above Kanye,
Yeah.
Kylie.
But no, but not, because Kanye has Yeezy and Kylie has Kylie Cosmetics.
True.
Did you see Kanye on the cover of Forbes?
Yes, I'm going to get to that because
Okay.
it's for this issue. So we had 26 is Kim, Rihanna is 36, Travis Scott is 39.
Wow.
Good for him.
Wow. So
Scarlett-
ASAP Rocky get out of jail yet?
But this is like so crazy. Scarlett Johansson is number 47. Like,
That makes sense to
Marvel.
me because of Marvel.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
she's
okay.
making that comic book money. I
Okay,
need to
good.
get like into the plus size Jewish comic world.
Yeah.
Because I need some Marvel or like DC Comics money because that is the money.
That
is the money.
Like, I'm
Agreed.
really happy for Sophie Turner because she's in it now.
Yes, Dark Phoenix. She will be.
yeah,
she'll be
wh-
fine.
why
She can
isn't
retire.
she here? Like, so some of this, like, it makes sense when you look at it, but then it's like, okay, how is Scarlett Johansson making more than Sophie Turner, who also did Game of Thrones this year?
Game of Thrones, because it was, if you think about it, it was only like 8 episodes, and let's say she made $1 million an episode. That's
They
$8
did
million.
the highest that, like, Amelia Clark, that realm was like 500 grand.
Right.
So she was probably like just a little bit less.
And this is like her first Dark Phoenix movie, so she probably didn't get paid as much as Scarlett
But
Johansson.
she'll be there soon.
Yeah, she will be on this list in 5 years.
Yeah.
Judge Judy's 59. And then Steve Harvey's 69. So Dr. Phil is making way more than Steve Harvey.
And Steve Harvey works so much harder.
He does everything.
He literally says no to
Like,
nothing.
Dr. Phil just does Dr. Phil, and I think he has a podcast. Steve Harvey hosts, like, 4 different shows.
Interesting. And he has a radio show, a daytime talk show.
Interesting.
He does all the things that Dr. Phil does, and then so much more.
And Ariana Grande is 62, which is so crazy.
It is, but you were the one who told me that, like, when you make music, it literally takes a year for you to get that music. So Taylor
to
now...
get the money from
Right.
like, writing songs.
So Taylor is now in 2019, when Reputation came out in 2018, and now she's the highest. I think that makes sense. Whereas maybe next year, Ariana Grande will be much higher on the list because this year was her year of music.
Yes.
Yes.
I hope that is the case. Because Taylor didn't have, she was so quiet all year. So for her to be
Right.
number 1, it has to be residual.
Right. No, it takes like, net 60 payday.
I'm ready for Kylie to be number 1 on this list.
I know.
I just think like that would be so epic.
And it would really be an accurate representation of our culture. Do you know what I mean? Like, she really is so like 2019.
Yeah.
And she's so like, she's like a representative of like what Instagram reality TV influencing can do.
Yeah.
Right, but like for her to be the highest paid celebrity of all
be
these other
wild.
bitches out here doing it.
Doing it the corporate way.
Yeah, would be wild. And like with quote unquote talent.
Right. Like with a
love her.
skill.
Yeah, with a trade. Okay, and Kanye is on the cover of Forbes. Under Kanye's hood, a rare peek inside the kinetic, chaotic, creative mind behind $1 billion sneaker empire. So Kim posted his cover and wrote the sweetest caption. Kanye on the cover of Forbes, so incredibly proud of my husband. I watch every day how hard he works and how much of his heart and soul he puts into his business, every idea and product that he creates. It's of no surprise to anyone who works with or is close to Kanye that he has been able to turn millions of dollars in debt into $1 billion empire in only 4 years, 100% on his own terms while owning 100% of his business. He inspires me every single day, and I'm so happy that he is finally getting the recognition and credit that he deserves.
That is so impressive, and I'm so glad that this came out because I feel like ever since Kanye went on that crazy rant where he was $4 million in debt and asking Mark Zuckerberg for money on Twitter, no one's taken him or his business like that seriously, but he's just been like quietly with his head down working hard and like now has $1 billion business. That's the second one in the family.
Yeah. I feel like also when he talks about his success, people always go back to, he's broke.
Right.
You know?
Like, how successful can he be?
But-
But in the words of Dorit Kemsley, every businessman at one point or another has been bankrupt.
Yeah, so like this is what Dorit should throw in Camille's face. Because
Yeah.
also like this was only 4 years ago.
Even though as of
PK
today, Us Magazine is reporting that PK and Dorit's accounts have been frozen as they're failed to pay back a $1.2 million loan.
Shit.
Yeah.
Ugh, I really don't want to hear that.
No, I know. Like, I need the facade that they have going to like keep up because I love enjoying their like extravagant, privileged lifestyle.
Right, because like the way that she spends the money, who knows
That they
how
sold.
how they procured it. It's like I love watching her spend it.
Yeah.
And I love watching her like glam and everything. I can't and I shan't. Anyways, I'm happy for Kanye.
Me too. And I'm happy for Kim.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
I'm happy for the whole
Kylie.
family.
Yeah.
Truly.
So who do you think the next $1 billion business is going to come to?
Oh.
Kim, I think the shapewear like might be it for her, even though they don't have $1 in sales yet. I think.
I
And
think
that with the KKW
Or
body.
Good American.
No way.
Good American is very successful.
No, I
but-
know.
But
It
Kim,
is.
but Chloe doesn't own all of it.
And I
or
think
even
like
half.
where it's at now, I don't know that it's going to get much bigger.
But it's pretty big.
It's really. I would say it's a bona fide
She has a
success.
successful business, but it's
And you
not
know
a
what? She
billion
did it
dollar
so
business.
quietly. I really like when you watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians, like they're always talking about their businesses and like how hard they work, and like Khloe really doesn't. Like she just gets her shit done, and like she really, I don't think she owns
And has her Good American pop socket.
right.
I hate that pop socket.
I just don't like that logo.
I hate the logo. It looks like a corporate logo, like she went to some conference and
It is corporate. I think Nordstrom owns a percentage of it.
No, but like it looks like CA. Like it looks like
Like Carrington Atlantic.
Yeah, no, it really bothers me, that pop socket. It looks like something I once got at CES.
Free merch.
Or at Adweek.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like
No, I
they
hear you.
need to make it
They need to
better.
rebrand.
I could go like something written out like Good American and like script. Like
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Just that pop socket pisses me off. Because I once saw someone else use, I think it was Hannah G had it on once, and I was like, what is that?
Yeah.
Or you could get a toast pop
It's
socket.
no Morning Toast pop socket. It's no
No.
Toaster in the Wild pop socket, and it's certainly not a Here's the Thing pop socket.
Certainly not.
Certainly not.
The Kardashians are just raking it in
I
these
think-
days. I couldn't be happier or more proud of them.
Poosh might be the next $1 billion business.
Are you kidding? How
Yeah.
are they even making
Oh,
money?
she's kidding, she's
oh my
kidding.
god.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, what do they make money
It's a
from?
blog.
Affiliate links.
That's just...
It's literally the saddest thing.
I was about
You
to
know
say
what?
that's just sad.
Speaking of affiliate links, I'm going to segue into our next semi-influencer related story.
Oh man, this is so crazy.
This story is so crazy. I'm going to read the whole thing because I need everyone's thought. I need all hands on deck here. Amanda Seyfried slams influencer for, quote, flaunting lifestyle amid criticism over her body image and her privilege. Amanda Seyfried is speaking out about the importance of social media personalities using their influence responsibly after Something Navy's Ariel Charnas received backlash for perpetuating an unrealistic body image with a photo of her postpartum bikini body. Seyfried posted a screenshot of a comment left on Charnas' photo by Amanda Seyfried's friend, Sophie Flack, in which Flack called Charnas out for not acknowledging her wealth and privilege that may have contributed to her bounce back after childbirth. The writer went on to say that Charnas is glorifying an unhealthy body image, regardless of whether it's her natural build or not. Although Seyfried said the influencer has since blocked her and Flack, Seyfried writes, "We have to be open to the discussion surrounding what we're promoting." Okay.
So basically, Amanda Seyfried's friend left like it was a well-worded trolly comment.
I didn't even think, this is the comment. Okay, so it says, "One, totally fine that you're privileged and thin. Good for you. I am too-ish. Got no problem."
What are we all sharing our thin privilege? It's like, I have a Prada bag, so do you. It's so weird.
Got no problem with either of those things, but you're here like slamming her privilege, so
Right.
you have a problem. Okay. But if you don't acknowledge how your wealth made your workout/body possible, you're just perpetuating the patriarchal, totally unrealistic notion that mothers should bounce back after childbirth, an impossibility for anyone who can't afford ample childcare, which is almost everyone in this country. Lots to unpack here, I know. So condescending. 2, honey child, you are glorifying an unhealthy body image. I don't care if it's, quote, natural. Don't even try that shit with me in a society that already fetishes the adolescent female form. Young girls don't need any more images of emaciated women. Thank you very much. How is this not body shaming if this is her natural build?
No, it's
3,
This is literally the meanest comment ever. And just because she's using big words, she thinks that she's above being a troll. But this is so trolly, and it's bullying, and it's body shaming, and it's so mean.
3, I know you're better than this. Why not use your platform to encourage more women to be ambitious business women, or say run for office, or maybe I don't know, do something to help the kids literally dying in cages. But what do I know? You do you. So Amanda Seyfried posted the screenshot of that comment with her own caption.
This is so weird. Like, what is Amanda Seyfried doing getting involved in influencer drama and then referring to Ariel Charnas as a semi-influencer, which is probably the meanest thing that happened here because I follow her and she is so influential.
No, but she is the textbook influencer. She has a lot of followers. She has a clothing line. She has multiple businesses. Like she
uses affiliate links.
If she's not an influencer, who is?
Totally.
What is Amanda Seyfried is semi-influential about her? Does she not have enough followers?
She's so influential.
So
Yeah.
like that's not only is it shady, it's just wrong. Like if you wanna be taken seriously, don't just like. That would
And
be
you
like,
want to be
that
taken
would be
seriously,
like,
don't call someone honey child.
No, but that would be like someone saying Amanda Seyfried is semi-famous. No, she's famous.
No, it's like she's an up-and-coming actress.
Yeah, no, she's an actress.
Yeah.
Like
Also, like, doesn't she have something better to do?
No, she doesn't.
Like,
No, but I under-
Mamma Mia
people-
3.
Mamma Mia 3.
People-
Go write it.
people like see like I don't know, feel some type of way about something and feel like it's unbelievably important for them to say something. And I feel like when I first saw this article, honestly, I was like, who's the influencer? Where are we
Right.
going? Who
Who we
coming
taking
for?
down today?
Yeah, let's go. Because honestly, like influencers most of the time need to be held accountable because they're out of control. And this
And
to
they
me,
lack like a worldly self-awareness sometimes.
agreed. And the argument can be made that Ariel Charnas sometimes does. But this ain't it.
No, it's like why this is like the Lisa Vanderpump. Why are we picking this to like come for Ariel Charnas? I mean, I know I've met her sisters and they're so nice and they're so skinny. Like, I actually got a massage at Soho House Miami and I saw her mom in the spa, so skinny.
Yeah.
They are naturally so thin. And like, yes, she probably has a trainer and like a nanny to watch her kids while she went to go work out, but like, there are plenty of people. I mean, like, I technically, yes, I could get a trainer. And if I did, it would do nothing.
No, I have a trainer. Look at me.
No, right. Like, just because you, like, have some sort of access to things that can help you lose weight, like, doesn't mean you could lose weight.
No, but their argument is contradictory. Because on the one hand, they're saying it's her natural build, and so she shouldn't be promoting it. But on the other hand, she's saying that she should recognize her wealth and privilege that has allowed her to have this body, but they're saying that it's natural.
Right.
And so are the genes the privilege? Or
I don't know. I think so.
No, but genes, you're just
born
fortunate.
Like, she really is.
No, but
like,
also, like, she's so thin, and they're saying that she's emaciated and she's too skinny. So, like, you don't like how she looks, yet you're saying she's privileged to look like that?
Right, someone just made a great comment. If her caption was like, look what I did, you can do it too, motivate yourselves, like rubbing it. She put a picture of herself in a bikini, she was like, I'm really proud of myself. Like, what is the problem?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like,
And for Amanda Seyfried to use her arguably much bigger platform to mom shame, body shame, and just like put on blast this like girl who like works hard and just like wants to like be an influencer. Like, what is you doing, Amanda?
Yeah.
It's so weird.
It's so weird.
And like for Amanda's friend to do this, like I get her motives. Like she's just like she's obviously like an angry woman, you know, like who just like has an axe to grind in some sort of way with Ariel Charnas. But like for Amanda Seyfried, who's like a busy woman, like an actress, like with a very fulfilled life, what are you doing?
And also, like, to post it as an in-feed post. Like,
Yes.
first of all, your flow is nasty now.
Yeah.
Second of all, like, post it to your story like a normal person, you know, just beefing.
Yeah, no.
Like, and this is where you want to put your stake in the ground. Like,
Right.
This ain't it.
No, it's so weird.
And I saw in one of the Toasters group people were talking about it, and someone made a point, like, just because you have access to trainers and chefs or, you know, healthier foods, like, doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be able to do it. Like, look at Rob Kardashian.
Right.
So.
Right. It still takes hard work. And it's like, please, bitch, if I like was her and I had money for like a nanny, a team of people, and I could go work out an hour with my trainer and like we make dances, like, bitch, you know I would be doing that. So like we're all just jealous.
Oh, for sure. This was shocking to me,
Yeah.
you know? So anyways.
It's shocking because it's so unbelievably odd.
And if we're gonna come in like guns blazing, full steam ahead to take down an influencer, we're gonna need something bigger.
We're gonna need something better.
Yeah.
This ain't it, sis.
Like, this just ain't it.
No, like not at all.
It's so mean.
Yeah.
And it's bad, like saying that she doesn't look like it's
Like, haven't we evolved past like judging other women for like having nannies and working out? Like, I really thought in 2019, like after all the bullshit we've been through, like we were past this.
Right.
But apparently Amanda Seyfried's not.
No, it's so nitpicky, and there's
Yes.
there's nothing there.
Also, just like unfollow her if you don't like it. Like some people, like for me, like I follow her because it's aspirational as fuck. Like when I am her age, I want to have 2 kids and a nanny, and I want to be skinny. Like, you know what? Like, so it's aspirational.
Also, her saying that she doesn't like promote women being business women, whatever. She's arguably one of the most entrepreneurial influences out there.
Agreed.
Influencers out there, and I think she's setting a really good example as far as like what
Being
women
a working mom.
being a working mom and doing it on your own terms.
Right, like she's super wealthy. She could have, you know, just like had her kids and just taken pictures of them and never been worse off. You know, like her
Yeah.
life would have been the same.
Yeah.
But no, she continued. Her Nordstrom line is super successful.
Yeah.
Like she's being a businesswoman. Like, what are we doing?
I don't know.
It's so weird.
It's so weird.
I am not here to judge anyone else's lifestyle, body, or mommy techniques. Because you know what? I'm going to be a mom one day, knock on wood. Maybe I'm going to be terrible. No one's allowed to say anything when I am, okay?
Yeah. No. At its core, it is weird.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Off.
11/11, make a wish.
I wish that we would just live in a society where women can just do what they want as mothers, as businesswomen, and as athletes.
I wish we could all get along like we used to in middle
high school. Yeah. Like
Those were the days.
It's so simple.
Even though I don't know what middle school you went to because we were not getting along in middle school.
No, we were getting along worse in middle school than
we were in high school, right?
Yeah.
Middle school was when like every week someone was on the outs.
Brutal.
And, like if you hadn't been on the outs yet, like your turn was fucking
You're
coming.
next.
I was on the outs first, so I just kind of got to watch everyone else go through what I
I was
went
on the
through.
outs last, and it's not a good place to be.
No, I think I would rather go. I think I'd want to go second just to see what it's like for the first person.
Yeah.
But like when it happened to me first, I didn't know what was happening, and that that it would happen to everyone else. You know,
Right.
I thought it was
just like
it was just me.
It was just the cycle of middle school life.
It's a crazy thing that happened. I mean, did that happen to you guys too in middle
Yes,
school?
it
Where
happened
you
to
have a group of
everyone.
friends, and at one point, one of you is always on the outs.
We were a threesome. Third girl, she was the first to go. Second girl, she was second to go. And then they came for the queen. And I'll literally never forget it as long as I live. And it's like killing me not to say the girl's name.
I
But
know.
I never spoke to her again.
Don't say it.
I'm not going to.
I know exactly. I just looked at it. I know exactly what you're talking about.
I will literally never forget it. It changed me as a woman. I mean, it made me into the monster that I am. So I'm so grateful because, like, who knows? Maybe if I'd stayed friends with that, like, she would have brought me down, and I never would have been a successful morning show host or a comedian.
No,
She
she would have been
100%
like,
would
oh,
write
that's
it
not
down.
funny.
Right now, I bet she's just like,
Trying to get tickets on StubHub.
you tell her, sis.
And Snitch is blocking the transaction.
Fucking
Fuck
middle
yeah.
school.
Fucking middle school, man.
Fucking what happened to you?
Oh my God, are you kidding?
Were you Margaret was turned
No,
on.
we were just talking about our experiences. So
Oh,
Like
yeah.
how someone always gets turned on. It's like a new thing every week in middle school.
Oh, I thought we were just talking about like that we were bullied in middle school.
No, but I think it's because we were saying the quote from Mean Girls, why can't we get along like we used to in middle school? But we're like, actually, middle school sucked ass.
sucked ass.
At one point, like, someone is always on the outs. I went first in my group of friends. Claudia went last.
Which is the worst place to be.
Well, I started out as the new girl, so it was rough. I was always in and out because people were like pretended
Ew.
to like me to be mean, and
Probably my favorite fact
They
about
pretended to like her to be mean. That's the
because I
saddest.
also wore dresses. Like it was
Oh
weird.
my god. Probably my favorite fact about Margot is that our parents got divorced and we moved to a new school, new city. It was a really tough transition. Me and Margot were in middle school together. The first day at a new school, Margot's in the 5th grade. First day, what
didn't do
happens?
it.
She gets her period
No,
for the first
that
time.
was the 6th grade.
No, it wasn't.
I got it 6th grade.
Margot, don't lie.
orientation.
You were
I
early
swear to
bloomer
God.
and got it in the 5th
I
grade.
got it in the 6th grade. I remember the date. I got it in the 6th grade.
When did you get yours?
In the 7th grade, right before soccer practice.
Nice. I got mine in the 8th grade, right before lunch.
Wow, late. I got mine on the.
I got mine in
cab
the
home
house.
from orientation.
Oh, I got mine in the school.
Which is so ideal. Like I was home from school, changing for soccer practice, and I got it like right between. Like God knew I couldn't handle getting it in a public setting.
Oh, that's nice. I got mine in school, but Mom happened to be in school that day. So, like,
Spooky. Where'd
No,
you get yours?
I got mine in the cab home from orientation with Mom, and I was like, I was just like, I think, and she was like, what? Like it was so
Oh my-
weird.
I don't think there's anything more painful than like getting your period and like talking about it. You
No,
know?
to-
because
No,
you don't
there-
know what it feels like, so you don't know. If
And
it's
it's
real.
brown, so you're confused. You're like, what's wrong with me? Oh my god.
oh my God, I'm dead. Anyways, okay, we gotta keep chugging along.
Wow.
Okay.
Someone wrote in the live stream that they got their period in the 10th grade.
Wow.
Nicole got hers as a junior. She was an
What?
incredibly late bloomer, like
Wow.
wild. Yeah.
So interesting.
So interesting. Okay, third story only. Jessica Samsaris.
Who's Jessica Samsaris?
Jessica Simpson is coming out with a memoir that
My
will
birthday
detail.
today. It was her birthday yesterday. And Erica Jane. I'm in such great company. And Wendy Williams.
Ooh, that will detail her marriage to Nick Lachey. Jessica Simpson is ready to tell all in a memoir slated to be released in 2020. To be released. Quote, I will be releasing my first book on February 4th with HarperCollins. The pop star turned designer posted on Instagram Wednesday. I have been working so hard on it. I have opened my heart up in a way I've never before, and now I can't wait to share it with the world. The Untitled book will profile her life as a pop star, reality star, head of a fashion empire, and a mother. Honestly,
This
this
is
sounds like
interesting.
I feel like she has a lot to say.
I think she has a lot to say, but I also think she has such an interesting like career. How like she was like the world's biggest pop star and then like fell out of it and somehow managed to still be a billionaire through her Kmart line. Like
Yeah.
it's and I've bought some of her stuff. A pair of wedges and a beach kimono. And it's good shit. I just think like the transition from pop star, reality star, Z-lister to Z-lister, but with $1 billion is really interesting.
Rich Z-lister.
Yeah.
With like a great husband, great family.
Yeah, great tits.
And, you know, Diana Ross as her stepmother-in-law.
Oh yes.
Yeah. What is it?
Her
Not
sister is married to Diana Ross's son.
That's pretty close.
even. Yeah.
So her. No, they're-
It's her sister's mother-in-law.
Yeah.
They're her in-laws, though. No,
No.
they're Ashley's. No, but the Simpsons in-laws are the Rosses.
yeah,
But whatever. Still counts.
still counts. This is great. I think I actually might read this.
I might read this, too.
I've always had this like kinship with Jessica Simpson ever since like the Daisy Dukes days because she and I have the same birthday and I've like felt this connection to her. So I'm just happy for her. Like she's a celebrity. Like I think I'll always like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
She's not problematic.
I think also she has a really fun personality. Like, I feel like she could be like shady and funny, and that this book could be shady and funny.
I mean, I just need to know more about the Nick Lachey of it all.
I know, but I feel like the weirdness was on their end. Like, wasn't Nick Lachey wasn't weird. Like, the Simpsons were weird. The Joe Simpson was weird.
Yeah, he's like a Michael Lohan.
So when it comes to these matters, I kind of want to hear from Nick Lachey.
Yeah, and Nick Lachey just like rebounded with the girl of his dreams. Like, when does that happen?
No, and like they couldn't be happier, married longer, thriving, more beautiful people.
Yeah, more healthy of a lifestyle.
No, never happens.
Never with the rebound. She
Yeah.
was just supposed to be a one-night stand, you know?
No, but the same thing. I mean, her rebound wasn't her husband now, but like now Jessica's in the same type of relationship that's like
Healthy and stable.
Yeah.
Can withstand the test of time.
So maybe like their situation really set them up for a
Maybe.
successful future.
True.
Can't wait to read more about it.
Me too.
Okay, next story, more about Instagram influencers. Instagram influencers are flocking to a toxic bright blue lake as government warns to stay away.
What?
This is so
This is
2019.
so us.
I can't. The beautiful blue waters of the man-made pond. Honestly, the water is so beautiful and blue.
see.
I thought it was Jackie Oflo.
Wow.
What's it called?
It is called
Margaret's gonna go.
the Novosibirsk Maldives are actually caused by a nearby coal plant. Okay, this is Chernobyl vibes as
Totally.
hell. Government officials are warning tourists away from traveling to the Novosibirsk Maldives, a lake that looks natural and beautiful but is actually man-made and potentially dangerous. The body of water is located near the Russian city of Novosibirsk and received its nickname for its bright blue water, which is reminiscent of the Maldives. It's not in the Maldives. They call it that because it looks like... But it's really in
here I am
Russia.
trying to find a picture of it, and I can't freaking figure out how to spell it.
That's so
A group
funny.
of islands that are a popular luxury vacation destination in the Indian Ocean. The Maldives are, not this. The site has been increasing in popularity with Instagram users who flock to the area to snap a photo with the otherworldly H2O. The Siberian pond even has its own Instagram account, which shows visitors posing near the water in
Well,
bathing
then
suits.
they're like encouraging it.
Well, no, but like not the government officials claim the water's incredible blue color is actually the result of a massive ash dump from a nearby coal plant, and are asking visitors to stay clear of the area. This lake is not a natural miracle at all, but an ash dump in which the
No, but I'm saying,
CHPP
the
is
lake
dumping
having
waste.
its own Instagram account, influencing, is
But
encouraging.
who knows? I don't know if it's a lake that has someone made an Instagram account for the lake.
But if the government really doesn't want anyone to come,
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful, but like it's like waste around
It's
it.
like too blue. I wouldn't jump in that.
If
It
the
looks like
government really
a
doesn't want anyone to
popsicle.
come, just put a thing, you know? Like
Yeah, some yellow tape.
quarantine, whatever.
They say it's not technically poisonous, but they should not go swimming in the body of water. Yeah, you shouldn't go swimming in a body of ash, I imagine.
Yeah, I feel as though it would probably be rather painful.
That's crazy. Because look at this. You think you're, like, to know that this is in Russia, like, something ain't right.
No, that totally looks like the Maldives or like Jamaica.
yeah.
Wow. Interesting. So
Very
if you guys
sad.
were planning a trip there, maybe reconsider.
Yeah, Chernobyl vibes for sure.
Chernobyl vibes. Okay, fifth and final story, some food news.
Ooh, I love some food news.
Because I feel as though we're one of the leading sources on what's going on with the Impossible Foods industry.
We definitely are.
And now Impossible Foods is developing fake seafood for vegetarians. Fishless fish. The plant-based company hopes to offer a replacement for every animal-based food by 2035. Impossible Foods is cooking up something sure to make even more of a splash and a stink than their Impossible Burger, a fish product totally free of fish. The California company, known for whipping up patties made entirely of plants, has its sights set on doing the same for seafood, according to the New York Times. The only way we can see it is to make fish from plants that is more delicious than the fish that's strip mined from the ocean. The Times reports that the Impossible Foods has been working on developing alternatives to fish and other seafood through plant-based recipes or by growing cells in laboratories. To recreate the seafood flavor, Brown said the company uses heme, a protein also seen in their meat formula. Okay, so on its face, like, cool, sure, whatever. But then when you think about it, it's like no one eats fish because they like it.
No, this is the total opposite. It's like, no, on its face, it's like, ew, like chemical-made fish. Like, fish is stinky enough. Now we're going to add plants. But then it's like, damn, if they can really do it, and like nobody thought they could do the Impossible Burger because they thought it was impossible, but they did it. Like, I have a feeling they actually are going to do it and like kill it, and then like maybe in 100 years, like we could live in a world like where we don't kill animals for food.
Well, I think the environmental impact of this is super cool because it's like I once took an oceanography class and just, you know, the rates
Devastating.
at which we're fishing fish, and they were talking about how the what was the name of the fish? The toothfish, that they were like the toothfish off the shores of Patagonia, like we're depleting it there, and because everyone loves to eat it. And I was like, who eats toothfish? I've never even heard of it.
Right.
Turns out it's sea bass. I'm like,
Right.
I'm the toothfish connoisseur.
So I didn't take an oceanography class, but I did one time go on a yacht with Leonardo Dicaprio, and he told me that in Asia right now, there is now 90% less fish in the ocean than there was 100 years ago. And I told you, I said, Leo, that's fascinating. Thank you.
It is fascinating.
And I'll never cease to bring up an opportunity where I can tell everyone that I was on a boat with Leonardo Dicaprio.
Right.
And you were learning, like you were in.
Right. I mean, I showed up on the boat like with champagne, like ready to party, and it was more of like a whale watching experience because like Leo's very tempered. But I had a great time and I learned a lot.
Clearly.
Mm-hmm.
So for that reason, I'm here for this. But when I think about fish, I only eat it because it's healthy and it's good for me, but I don't want to be eating it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not steak.
However, like I could go for like some impossible mussels because I can't, like if it was
Right.
shellfish, I actually might be down. Mm-hmm. Right?
Right. With
Some
whatever
impossible
sauce.
shrimp.
Do you think they'll make an impossible whatever sauce?
Probably.
I think they have to.
Have
because-
we ever told the whatever story on the show?
Not that I
No.
know of.
Do you want us to embarrass you or no?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
You already told me I got my period on that.
Like, that's more
So
embarrassing.
we all were out to lunch like a really long time ago before we kept kosher.
But this was around the same time
That
of
you
like
got your
6th
period.
grade.
It was just a bad
You
time.
were so moody and like you were really like in it of like the puberty. Like you were a bitch. Like
Really, it was a tough time as a family.
yeah,
and
like
right.
Like it was after post divorce, post daddy dying. Like we were not like the healthy individuals we were today.
No,
No.
we were definitely like all not okay.
We were
So
just a bunch of
excuse
struggling
me.
teens.
We were
for
like
being
we were
moody.
moody teenagers and we were out to lunch and Margot ordered the mussels and like the waitress was standing behind her and Margot was just in one of her fucking prepubescent bitchy ass moods and Margot ordered the mussels. She's like, I'll have the mussels, and she was like, just like very dismissive, like whipping her head, I'll have the mussels. And she like handed the menu and Margot thought she was done ordering and the lady was like, well, what kind of sauce do you want? You want like marinara, clam, whatever. Margot's like, I'll just have it like with whatever. Whatever sauce, you know? And we were like, what's whatever sauce? You would just say, like, I'll take whatever sauce you got, but she said, I'll have the whatever sauce. And we were like, there's no such thing as whatever sauce. And to this day, like, it was one of those things where, like, it could have been like a small thing that we just let go that literally to this day we still order clams with whatever sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, mussels with whatever sauce. So I think if Impossible Foods is going to make mussels, it's key that they make whatever sauce.
The impossible whatever
And
sauce.
the only person who knows what's in the whatever sauce is the
me.
snitch.
You should bottle your own sauce.
You
perfect
should.
for mussels.
And call it whatever sauce.
And call it the whatever sauce.
But I haven't eaten mussels in years. I don't even know what pairs with it anymore.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's such a good idea. No, or you just make a sauce that you like.
Yeah.
And call it the
I don't
whatever
like
sauce.
mussels or clams. One, because they're not kosher, and two, because it's just so smelly. Like I need to whip out my scent bird every time and like spritz the table after I'm done eating. My fingers, it's not for me.
I understand that, but at least you have the Semper to get you through it.
Yes, Scentbird is a luxury fragrance subscription service for perfumes and colognes, a way for you to discover new perfumes without buying an entire bottle. More than 450 designer brands for you to choose a perfume and a cologne from each month. You choose the perfume you want to try and they'll send you a 30-day supply. It's so great because I'm not the type of person who has like one fragrance. I just more like to like try fancy ones and people ask and I'm like, oh, it's Giorgio Armani, you know?
Me, Bulgari.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I had to learn how to pronounce it.
If you're Bavulgari,
Bavulgari.
If you're not sure what type of scent you're looking for, you can sort through the website and find your new fragrance by brand, style, occasion, season, and more. You can check out user ratings and reviews on any fragrance. And with our exclusive offer for our listeners, you can get 50% off your first month today at scentbird.com/toast. That's only $7.50 for your first fragrance. Go to scentbird.com/toast and sign up for 50% off your first month. Again, that's SCENT bird.com/toast for you to try your first perfume or cologne for $7.50. Sign on.
Smell amazing. I love Scentbird. I gotta pack them up for this trip because
Me
we are
too.
not checking luggage, which is why Scentbird is
And that
pertinent.
That day party, like sweat is real, and I'm definitely gonna need some parfum.
Yeah, Snitch just airdropped me something.
Brandon Charnas posted that 9 minutes ago.
Brandon Charnas, Ariel's husband, posted a skinny person. Is it her?
It's her. It's a TBT.
And said, TBT, in honor of my upcoming birthday, warning, this body is not attainable. Please do not attempt to attain such a body by working out. If you attempt to attain, you must have at least 3 nannies and be sure to not only pay them in cash, but also in thank you shout outs on Instagram every time such body is posted. If you can't afford a nanny, please do not attempt to have a very successful career in order to do so. Genetics may or may not have played a factor. Only ages 30 and older are allowed to view this post. Youth must be accompanied by a therapist. Please note such warnings have been provided for in compliance with the American Body Shaming Association.
Damn, he snapped.
Damn, he snapped. At first I was like, what is he doing? I was like, girl, what is you doing? But by the end, I'm like, this is hilarious.
Yeah. It's a little,
Thirsty?
no. It's a little out of touch.
I think that's the point.
No, what they were saying is like when you post something like this, like you should acknowledge the fact that you're privileged.
Right,
and blah,
like
blah,
you
blah.
need this disclaimer.
So here's the disclaimer: if Ariel Charnas wants to post a picture of her body,
I know. I wish they wouldn't like give it so much clout because it's so stupid.
Yeah.
I say that usually, but when someone bigger than you with a bigger platform is doing it, sometimes when a troll, like she also posts a lot of troll comments where it's like we would never see them because they're nobodies with 0 followers. But Amanda Seyfried is more famous than her, so like she's not giving her a platform. She has it.
That's true.
So honestly, I was ready to not be here for that post, but I'm here for it.
And I'm also here for Shep Rose. He is actually in the building. We're going to take a brief pause. If you have any questions for Shep Rose about Southern Charm, about his new podcast, about is he dating, I don't know, leave a comment on the YouTube stream and we'll do our absolute best to get it to him. Go get a snack, go to the bathroom, talk to Sally at the water cooler. We will be back in 2 minutes. Thank you so much for your patience, and we'll see you in a bit. We are back with a man of mystery, Shep Rose, Southern Charm Shep Rose. He brought a half-drinking bottle of wine and wouldn't tell us why until we went live. So, without further ado.
I am the least mysterious person on
It's true,
earth.
actually.
I am an open book, foolishly.
what's
but
with
I'm
the
going to be
bottle?
mysterious about this.
Okay.
I had a great date last night, one that I was looking forward to, and we had been texting, and then we finally went on a date, and it was great. We had a fun time, and conversation was good. We went to a champagne bar.
Fun.
It was called like something champagne, Aries champagne or
I've never
something like
heard
that, and below is a sake bar. So we went like downstairs at sake. She was fun. Remember I was telling you at the Jax's
You told me
wedding?
about her at the wedding, yes.
Well, no, but I told you that a lot of girls I've been meeting lately they're like beautiful, but they're not all that fun. Mm-hmm. She was fun and beautiful.
It's hard to find beautiful and fun girls just like ourselves.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yes. So,
Okay, so the
That's
bottle.
so exciting. So the bottle.
so we went back to the hotel, bought a bottle of wine. And she was like, I'm gonna go home. I was like, yeah, that's a good idea. And little kiss and went home.
That is
That's
so
a great
cute.
idea.
And I had a half-drunk bottle of wine.
So
and
you took that from the restaurant?
Yeah, and I took it upstairs, and I was like, I'm not going to drink a bottle of wine by myself, and I wasn't going to leave it there because it was a fairly expensive bottle
Right.
of wine. So is this even a gift? Can this
Oh,
be
you're
a
giving it
gift?
to us?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll
Oh
take
my God,
it.
that is
Yes.
so
And it's
sweet.
commemoration of my good date
No,
Well,
last
and if
night.
you guys get married,
We'll drink it at your wedding.
Let's not
pour
put the
it
cart
out.
before the horse.
Okay, this is so sweet. Oh, I'm so excited about this. Thank you so much.
Can we have some?
Sure.
But no, I want to keep it.
Oh, well, keep the empty bottle.
No, this is special.
How long are you going to keep this bottle of wine?
Forever.
Oh my
Because
God.
it can be aged like a fine
It's
wine.
already been opened.
You can
You
still
can
age
recork
it.
them these
All
days.
right.
I'm going to recork it. I'm going to spend some money,
God.
fermentating.
On one of those machines.
Now there's pressure.
So we're sitting here now with fellow podcast host Shep.
Oh,
You
gosh.
recently launched a podcast.
Yes,
Do you feel
correct.
different? Do you feel like Dan Rather?
I'd rather not. No, I did this podcast. I was kind of talked into it by my friends at William Morris, and now they're trying to get me to write a book like you. And I'm like overwhelmed a little bit. Like I sort of prided myself on not having to do anything
And not
for
working,
ever,
yeah.
or like
You are the eternal child.
yes, I am. And now I have I've given myself work, and but I enjoy it, and I'm working on some things, and I'm going to LA in a week, or actually a few days. I go to Tahoe today, and I'll be in LA, and it's easy in LA to do podcasts, right? Because everybody is trying to get their name out
And
there.
everybody has a podcast too.
Yeah, and so, but in Charleston, it's not so easy.
It's not a thing.
There's not a whole lot of people that are trying to get out there, and people are in the entertainment business or what have you. So I'm gonna have to be creative.
Do you not want to have your castmates on the show?
I got in big trouble for that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I should probably not have. As much as I would. I originally, when I said it, I was like, I don't want to talk about reality TV and Southern Charm, but obviously that's the red meat that the
Yes.
listeners maybe want to do. But I can get in trouble because there's a line I guess you can cross pretty easily.
Yeah.
So I just leave it at that, maybe.
Okay.
But so I have all these different interesting people I want to have on, but I'm just not good at asking people favors. To hey, will you come on? You know what I mean?
In order to be a successful podcast host, you have to be comfortable being thirsty. And I feel like you're a lot of
know.
things, but you ain't thirsty.
No, I'm not. But I'm gonna try.
It's hard.
Yeah.
And if you aren't born with that thirst gene,
I know. My parents' friends used to be like, "You would be great at sales." I was like, "No, I wouldn't.
No.
I hate it. I don't want to bother anybody."
Yeah.
So. It's cool though. I think somebody sent me 25,000 people listened.
Excellent.
Is that good?
it's
Yeah.
very good.
Okay. Boom.
Killing it.
That's exciting.
Where's my check? Where's
Right.
my check? Where is my check?
So now we have so much in common because we're both podcast hosts and we're also both dog parents because you just got a dog.
Lil Craig.
Yes, Lil Craig.
and you named him Lil Craig.
Oh yes, and so lest anybody worry about my travels and jaunts around the earth, I have I'm a co-parent. One of my best friends, Tony, we're co-parents. We're straight men who are co-parents of a
Very
dog.
progressive.
And I got my friend to make a meme, and I think it's hilarious.
Oh my
Two
God, that
dads.
is my two dads.
Remember that show?
I like your sweater, yes.
There was a show called My Two Dads way back in the day. Paul Reisner and this other guy, they raised this little girl. It was like 3 men and a little baby.
Right.
That is so cute.
So I'm going to post that later and let the people out know I am not neglecting this dog.
Right.
I am fully committed.
I get that too because I travel so much, but Theo has many families.
It takes a village.
It truly does.
Yes.
Do you think that this is a step for you in the right direction of maybe, having a child one day?
Yes, see, I think so. And I was talking to my lovely date last night, and I was maybe trying to appease any fears of my immaturity, but I was like, yeah, I got this dog because I'm always trying to improve myself. I hate to use a dog as a tool to improve myself, but I think that's valid.
It changes you.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it forces you to get up and do those things
Be more
and take them for a
responsible.
walk.
Correct. And so I'm baby steps, right? And so
That's a big step. That's a big first step.
And the name.
Craig doesn't mind, truly.
Craig loves it. Craig thinks it's an
Human
honor.
Craig.
Yeah, human Craig. Big Craig.
Big
The
Craig.
ambiguity is hilarious,
Yes, it
by
is.
the way.
So Big Craig thinks it's cute that you named the dog.
Yeah,
Little
he
Craig?
likes it. He thinks it's an honor. To me, it's like a little bit of a homage and a little bit of a jab.
dig, yeah.
Yeah.
But I love jabbing Craig, and that's what I do, and that's how our relationship works.
Well, we got a lot of questions for you about like where the line is when it comes to Craig, because you guys definitely have this like brotherly, fraternal relationship where you poke fun at each other. But do you ever feel like you take it too far, especially on the show?
No, yes, we got in a huge fight in the Bahamas, and I threw a plate with a steak and the fries
What a waste
all
of
at his
steak.
face.
What a waste.
Yeah, but he's a fragile guy. I think I know where the line is, but he begs for it. He honestly, so for example, on our RV trip,
That was rough.
no, it wasn't. It was so much fun. And let me tell you why I gave him a hard time. 2 reasons. One is he almost put a metal bowl with food into a microwave in our RV, essentially setting it on fire and maybe exploding and killing us all.
Right.
Also, we stopped at like an Applebee's with it wasn't on camera, but just to get food for everybody. And he sat down and his passport fell out of his pocket in an Applebee's. We didn't realize it till 2 hours later. Had the whole Applebee's staff looking for his passport. They
And
finally
you let you go back?
Yeah,
That's frustrating.
Okay, so
okay.
can I make fun of you if you do these things?
Yes, the passport, 1,000%.
1,000%.
Yeah, and I mean, he's absurd. I love him, but I love absurd people. You know, eccentric, absurd people. But boy, does he beg for it.
Yeah, he doesn't make his case super.
But he doesn't need a case. Just be yourself. One thing I've said about Craig that I think he's sort of changed it for the better in all the seasons we've done is that I remember, if you remember the first few seasons, he kind of didn't own his absurdity.
Yeah.
You know, like he was making excuses and lies and this and that. He's starting to own it.
Yeah,
he's
with
just
the
like
assistant,
I'm crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm Craig and I'm kind of crazy.
Totally.
I'm like that's a big step for him.
Well, I actually happened to watch season 1, episode 1 last night because I guess it was on Bravo and it recorded on my television.
That's
And it
wild.
was so interesting to watch. One, because everyone is really the show is really the same. Like the core cast is the same aside from like Thomas. But I'm wondering, who do you think has changed the most?
I mean, I disagree. First of all, the cast,
Really?
like the cast is
And
not
Jenna.
the same. I mean, yeah, I mean,
But it's like you and Craig and Cameron.
That's
and
the
Whitney,
OGs.
And Whitney
Yeah,
holding
but
it.
Whitney doesn't want to do it. He
Yeah.
honestly does not like to be on camera.
His relationship with the show is so odd.
It's so odd.
And you know, I took a break from Southern Charm and Jackie was always like, "It's the best show. You have to watch. You have to watch it." And I'm fully back in the swing.
Okay.
And there's one thing that nobody talks about that bothers me a lot that I need to get your perspective on. And like, why does nobody talk about how incredibly odd it is that Patricia, who is like this established older woman, is like out hanging out with 30-year-olds?
Well, I love Patricia, but I mean, Patricia's a widow, right? And she hangs out with the butler a lot. Rightly so, like wants to be, some action in her life. I think the show itself has been really cathartic in a good way for her. I think she loves interacting with the fans.
I think so,
I
too.
think
I
it's
think
like
so,
given
too.
her I don't think she was ever had any health issue, but it's given her like a second wind or a third
Okay.
wind or
That
whatever.
I understand, but she gets really in the weeds on the drama. Like on the
I
one
know.
hand, she's dressing Ashley, and then on the other hand, she's like on her Instagram live talking smack.
Right.
Sometimes she backs the wrong horses.
Yes.
We've seen that before.
We have.
Yes.
So
And
finally, she's on the right side of history, and so I'm coming around to her.
maybe she isn't, though.
Oh, well, because you and her are butting heads. She's firmly on Team Madison.
Well, yeah, because
Oh.
Madison's cut her hair for 10 years.
And you are firmly like not on Team Madison, and I can't understand your reasonings why. And I'm sure everyone in the world has yelled at you about this,
Well,
but
just
like
keep watching
comparing Austin having a threesome and then like her like revenge cheating on him is like so
It
not the
was
same.
more than revenge cheating, though. So she revenge cheated. Okay, maybe they're even now. Then she got someone to DM Gentry, and then denied it, but then owned it and then denied it again. Then she sent screenshot of text message of Austin
Chelsea.
talking shit.
Okay,
I mean,
but
that is like
in
a breach
her
of
defense,
trust.
you said that before all this happened. Before you knew about the Gentry thing, you said what she did is so much worse than what Austin did. So I'm just saying.
Well, that's how I feel. Like, okay, your significant other cheats on you. You talk about it and you decide to stay together.
Yes.
I think it is totally shows no class on being like, I'm gonna get you.
I agree.
Like, if you want to break up and you want to see other people, do that, and
Yeah.
I'll support you. You know, but it's not like a tit for tat thing.
That's true.
To me, that's not acceptable.
Are
Agreed.
Austin and Madison together right now? Because they
I
were
can't
when
say
he was
that. I don't think. Can I?
when he was on Watch What Happens Live. She was there. Oh, okay. I understand.
Let's just say, the reunion's going to be interesting.
Did you film it yet?
What, the reunion?
Yeah.
No. And I look, I feel bad. I don't want to, I don't want to get down in the weeds and call people names. It's not how I was raised. But at the core of it, it was my friend, I feel like, was getting embarrassed around town, and I knew people were whispering, and I knew what the source of it was, and I just didn't see a whole hell of a lot of good energy coming from the relationship.
Yeah.
And I have to back my friend.
Yep.
So I really do take back I'd like to take back the name calling, and the reunion's going to be very hard for me because I'm not going to really know how to approach this whole thing.
Yeah.
And I really don't want to tear somebody down. Honestly, I would like to not have her anywhere in my life. How about that?
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean negative. I just don't want her in my life. And that's just like hopefully an easy request, but we'll see how it shakes out. He obviously has something between them, and I don't understand it, and nobody understands it.
Yeah.
And I know all his friends from his hometown. They're great friends of mine too. Some of them, and some of them I don't know as well, but we're all friends. Nobody supports their relationship. Not one single person.
That's not good.
So it was almost like, and I hate to say this, it was almost like they're on an island, and that they clinging to each
Yeah.
other.
Yeah.
Guess who else was on an island clinging to each other?
Thomas and Catherine.
And Ashley.
Oh yeah.
And I don't want to compare them because it's not the same, but I understand that psyche. I don't personally understand it, but I think I've seen it before, so maybe
It's like us against the world.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, exactly.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put you on the spot for a minute because you and I just hung out a bunch in
Yeah.
Kentucky. We had a great time at Jackson Brittany's wedding. It was
Oh my God, my knee still hurts. Do you remember me hurting my knee?
No.
I don't know what happened, but the first night I got so hammered.
Yes, I remember.
I was running into
we
oncoming traffic.
were all just like running around Lexington like animals.
Like it was
we
it
went
was
to
a
the
playground or
steakhouse.
something.
That was fun. We had a great time.
Oh my God.
And it was on this night where you apparently injured your knee. You made a promise to me, and I don't know if you remember it, but now I'm saying it on the air, so you have to be held
I
accountable.
know.
I'm coming to Charleston,
Yes.
July 26th.
July 26th.
Now you opened.
Oh, no.
You did stand up, and you opened for Rachel O'Brien
Yes.
once, and you said you would open up
July
my show.
26th, I'll be in LA.
No.
When we last spoke, you didn't have these plans.
What
so,
day is July 26th?
Margot, can you look it up?
Is it a Thursday?
I don't know.
It sounds like a Thursday.
It sounds very Thursday-ish.
Yeah.
It is.
I'm feeling as though.
Friday.
Okay, let me move some things around.
Well, regardless,
And you need
tickets
to do
available
I'm trying
at
to write a pilot.
girlwithnojob.com.
I'm trying to write a pilot for a TV show in LA with these two comedy writers.
Well, you
what's
could
the-
do it in Charleston with this comedy. Right?
Yeah, I am
Are you a
comedy
writer?
You know, I write.
She
I
dabbles.
Are you? What's the premise? You need a star?
No. No, I'm not an actor, believe it or not.
No, I mean,
I
like-
play myself.
Is your name Shep in the show?
Yeah. No, my friend came back from Afghanistan. He was in Special Forces, and he was honorably discharged.
Big difference.
Yeah. And he was like, I served my country, and I said, oh, congratulations, you made it. I was like, we need to go out and celebrate it. So I called him a month later, and he was like, I'm personal security for Jeff Bezos.
Wow.
And I was like, get out of here. I was like, that's a TV show. Not necessarily the Bezos, maybe make it an eccentric billionaire.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you come back from Afghanistan, and the premise is the security detail is way more dangerous and insane than Afghanistan ever was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that there's something there, and it's
Me
a
too.
comedy. So that's
You
what
always
I
have
did.
lots of ideas.
I have 100 ideas. I have another one that you would like. I think
I think you told me about it too.
It's called Appearance. Yeah. So
It's actually really interesting. Listen.
I've done a few appearances. I don't do as much as like Jax and those guys. They'll
They
show
like
up in
club
anything.
appearance?
Yeah.
Like club appearances?
Not so much. Well, I went to a casino in Atlantic City, and they paid
Which
me
one?
an ungodly amount of money.
How much?
$12K.
Wow.
Just to show
Just
up
to
and party.
show up, and they got me a private table, and I was with my friend They drove him down. I mean, they were so overly nice, and we were like in a private table. I don't think anybody cared I was there.
No,
Honestly,
always. That's
nobody-
always how
so
it is.
not Atlantic
You're
City.
so not Atlantic City.
I know.
Atlantic City is like the bottom of the barrel white trash, and you are just like the upper echelon of Charleston society.
Totally.
And another one, they were like, Delta Magazine is hosting an award show, and I thought, oh, airlines. And I flew to Louisiana. I was like, aren't they in Atlanta? And it was like my first year after the show, and it was Delta Region, the Louisiana Delta. I was like, and best tanning award bed goes to. Oh my God. And I uttered these lines that it was written down. Next on the stage, you might remember him from season 2 of Redneck Island.
You might not.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
So I was like, okay, so there's the premise is, you take someone like me or y'all or like maybe an ex-athlete, and you have to do the most like potentially embarrassing appearance, where you're fish out of water, and you see how they adapt, and maybe they have a great time, maybe they want to escape. But that's the premise.
But also
That's
the logistics
hilarious.
behind, like, how much would they have to pay you to go to, like, your worst nightmare appearance?
Yeah.
Like, my worst nightmare appearance is, like, a bikini contest, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you would literally have to pay me
me
$10 million.
Or like, the head of a parade, like, you're on
the
a
Grand
float,
Marshal.
like, yeah, just something.
I feel like you'd be good at that. Have you done that?
No, but I think that would be funny. And you'd meet, like, there's this one guy that keeps inviting me to a Packers game. He's in Wisconsin. He's just a fan of the show. He's like, come to Milwaukee, man. We'll pick you up. We'll go tailgating. I'm like, that would be hilarious to put
film.
on camera.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Because also you should just film it in case they come and murder you.
So I got lots of ideas.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, in this business, an idea is hard to get to the goal line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
You've had such an interesting life these last few years. What
Yeah,
do you
it's
think you'd
been
be
good.
doing if you weren't on the show?
I'll tell you what, right before I got on the show, I was going to franchise a fast casual dining Asian sort of rice bowl, noodle bowl, like Chipotle
okay.
sort of thing. And I was going to do like 2 or 3 or 4 like stores, and they each make like 125 to 50K. So I would have been like, running around chopping chicken on the walk and
Wow.
stuff.
I would have liked to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I would have been happy, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But this is better, I think.
How old are you now?
39.
Oh, I thought you were older.
No. Oh,
You're
thanks
just very
a lot.
wise. You're very wise.
No, I'm not.
So when do you see yourself, I know everyone asks you this, like really moving out of the kid stuff and starting a family?
Yeah, I do. My sister and brother both have that. Honestly, like the whole hookup scene, been there, done that, doesn't give me any sort of sense of pride or like self-worth. Like, in my 20s, like, oh, did you hook up last night? Yeah, bro. Like, that doesn't do it for me anymore, thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watching Jax and Brittany, like, there's a certain kind of, I think it's cool to sort of check out of the game a little
Agreed.
bit.
In a timely manner.
Yeah, and make sure it's the
With
right
the right person.
situation.
Yeah.
Of course, I would never do it because of societal pressure or
Yeah.
anything
Yeah.
like that.
What did you
But
think of the wedding? Did you have a good time?
I had a blast, and honestly, I want to say, and I think you'll agree, like the cameras were not evasive
At
one
all.
bit. Like it did not feel like a dog and pony show.
It felt like just every
real
wedding has a
wedding.
videographer. Like,
So I'd like to say good job, bravo.
Me too, for stepping out.
Very on the side, like even the cameras were smaller. They
Mm-hmm.
weren't guys with big old rigs. So it was classy, dare I say?
it was lovely. Like
Yeah.
that castle was truly magical.
I really liked Saturday night a lot. I mean, Friday night was a fucking mess.
What was Saturday night?
The wedding?
Oh, yeah. No, Friday night was so fun.
Well, at Friday night's always a shit show at all weddings, right?
Yes.
Because everybody gets together, everybody's excited to see each other, the shots start flowing.
In from out of town.
Yeah. But Saturday night was great.
It was a beautiful wedding, and she looked beautiful, and I had a great time.
And
Did you mean? Oh, that's what everyone wants to know.
yeah.
Did you or did you not hook up with Sheena?
We didn't. We kissed a little bit, but that's it. I told her, I was like, look, you're great, you're lovely. But like, there was like a pressure about it, and it didn't feel right to me.
A pressure coming from where?
Everybody was like, you can hook up with Sheena?
Right.
And Sheena
I was
like,
doing that too.
Yeah, and I was just
A pressure coming from
I
Claudia.
felt like I was like in a corner, and I was like, I don't like this. And I'm
Yeah.
just gonna slip out the back door.
Nobody
if you
puts
don't
Shep in
mind.
a corner.
Nobody puts Shep in a corner. But yeah, it just felt a little forced, and the cameras. I didn't want to become a storyline on the Vanderpump Rules. I've got my own problems
Yeah,
on my
too.
own show. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Wait, I have one last question for you. Are you still in contact with any of the girls from Relationship?
Not really. No.
And now, a year in hindsight, what are your thoughts on that show? Like, would you do it again?
No. Well, no. I mean, what I wanted to do was different than what got done, and I don't like fault anybody. I mean, if you want to go get a beer, we can talk about it. But yeah, I mean, I wanted it to be more of like an Anthony Bourdain dating show. Like I just go to Bing, 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 all these different cities in the United States to show the different culture, and I was going to be funny. I you know, all I want to do is comedy, honestly. But I will
Maybe
say,
you open my show and you could get your head in the door.
I know. So it turned out to more of a Bachelor facsimile, and you know, whatever. But I'll say this: if you judge by the public reaction, which is a dangerous thing to do, but it's also valid on a certain level. Nobody hated it. Nobody was over the moon about it. So it was right down the middle somewhere.
Enjoyed it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
We had some of the girls on the show, right?
Yeah, we had Bella on the show.
I listened to that. I was pretty mad about that. I mean, she refused to be like, I don't know. She refused to be like, yeah, it was a lot of fun. Shep treated us all. Like, she was just sort of, I don't know. Like,
bitter?
She kind of giggled
not
her way
bitter,
through
just
it.
like she couldn't verbalize anything.
Yeah.
I was like, what? I was like, Cat got your tongue? What's going on here?
Yeah. Would you? So one
Because
of the,
I was really, I mean, I got Bella, and I have no ill will towards anybody and off that show. Thank you for coming on. I know, I mean, the thing about that show was I was doing 5 to 6 hours of improv, essentially, with people that were new to being in front
Television.
of the camera.
You have to
Yeah.
I
carry
had to
it.
bring out the best in them, and I had to give my best. It was exhausting.
Yeah.
I mean, it was exhausting.
Yeah.
And I mean, Bella, I helped her find a new job in the city with a friend of mine who owns a company. I mean, and I was nothing but good, and I don't need any pats on the back, but I have no ill will towards any of them for sure.
Do you still talk to the girl who was on last season, who was on
Peyton?
Southern Charm? Yeah.
Yeah, I see her from time to time.
Is she still in Charleston?
Yeah, she is.
Did she move there for you?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't know.
When your relationship show was on, Jackie had a really good call that she thought you were going to run away with your producer. Do you still talk to her? We thought Jackie saw a spark there.
Yeah.
Everyone did. Everyone was saying that.
Yeah, well, we're great friends, but she's a homebody. She's nothing like me in that regard. But there's another producer, her best friend that worked on our show too, who we're way like more flirtatious, and
Yeah.
for whatever reason, anyway, yeah. So,
Does everyone just like always try to set you up?
yeah, it happens. So those two girls were the producers in season 1 of Southern Charm, and they were kind of in charge of me. And I mean, we had so much fun. I mean, I was like a little kid. I didn't know anything, and they were, you got to be here, you got to do there, and we just had so much fun. I've met some of the most amazing people that worked on the show. Honestly, I'm going to Tahoe, and one of my friends will be out there that was on season 1 as a producer, and we are very close. He lives in Venice
That's awesome.
Beach, and all his buddies are my buddies now. So. Anyway,
You're just such
Also-
like a guy, you know?
I'm just a happy guy.
Yeah, you are.
Despite all the
Right.
protestations of my cast.
We got a question because you were in New York with Anastasia from Below Deck.
Yeah.
And I kind of ship it. Was
you guys
there
hook
any
up?
sparks flying?
Well, see, Aunt Hannah and I.
Ooh, ship
No,
that.
we had been flirty on Twitter prior to actually meeting.
Okay.
And she had texted me about asking questions about this, that, and the other, and I was like, she seems like a lot of fun. I don't really watch the show. I've watched like maybe 2 episodes, but she seems like a pistol, and I kind of like that.
She is, yeah.
Yeah.
So after their Watch What Happens, I went to meet them. I didn't know who Anastasia was. She's lovely though, and Hannah and I were like bouncing off each other, and then as everybody drank more, Hannah she spilled a whole martini all over herself, and she went up to change, and me and Anastasia started talking, and then we got a cheese sticks at a food truck,
Yeah.
and she jumped rope with the cheese stick.
Oh, that's
It
cute.
was really cool, and I didn't try anything, but
it was the old switcheroo.
well, we flirted, and I don't know what I'm going to do now because I might like somebody, right?
From your date.
Yes.
Right.
So
Do you think she watches the toast?
What's I don't know. What's
She
the
definitely
protocol?
does. Well, if she doesn't, I'm not interested.
Oh.
What's the protocol? Be cool, send a follow-up text. Like, don't be so losery, like a million text messages. Like, be aware of the blue to gray ratio.
Yes.
But don't be a dick.
I'm not going to be a dick.
Like, don't not call.
Yeah. Okay. I will. No, I will, and I want to like. If I like somebody, like I want to share all those goofy, funny thoughts I have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I would like a response, or else I get like self-conscious.
Yeah.
No, that's very normal.
Okay. So I sent her one. Well, should I get into this?
Sure.
I sent her
We
one.
got
This
time.
is
We can give
before
some
we
good
met.
advice.
This is before we met.
So you
And
met
we-
over you
we
found
met
each
last
other.
night.
But you found each other.
Yes, we had mutual friends-ish.
That's always a good place to
yeah.
That's a great place to start.
Yeah, and so I sent her a text. I'm revealing too much. It said I was with my mom in the mountains, and we were watching a Beatles documentary, and my mom was gushing about how much she loved the Beatles, and she was singing along on all the songs, and said she bought every record, and Paul was her favorite, and I was just laughing. I was just kind of like imagining my mom as a little Beatles fan,
Right.
and I sent her that text, and I got crickets back, but she could have been asleep, or busy or whatever, but I don't think that'll happen again because we had such a good time last night.
Do you think she has had as good of a time as you did?
I know she did.
Okay, good.
Because
So you're getting
I
married.
went and met her for coffee this morning, and she it was mutual.
So
and
you've
we
had
were
2
happy.
dates.
Yeah, we split a croissant and got iced coffee.
So romantic. Such a New York moment.
So how long are you in New York for now? Are you,
I leave this afternoon to go to Tahoe and then LA for a couple weeks.
And she lives here.
Yes.
Damn.
So, what to do? But good problems, I guess.
Make sure to
have,
text, but
whatever.
don't text too much. I hate
I'm
when people
not.
do that.
I'm not. We had a great time last night.
Yeah, if you text too much, you'll have nothing to say. Like
Yeah.
when you finally see
yeah,
it.
when you like talk about everything, then when you see each other,
She's
it's like
really
I already
bright.
know everything.
Like she's sharp.
You're weirdly very intelligent. Like people don't know that about you, but like
I feel like
I
everyone
appreciate
knows. You have a wide
intellect.
vocabulary.
Yeah, no, I
what'd you
read
get on
a
the
lot.
SATs?
1,300.
That's very good.
Yeah. And then I went home for the summer. The smartest I have ever been is 11th grade. Like ever since then, it's been
A downhill.
Yeah, because that's like I started smoking a bunch of weed
Yeah.
and drinking to excess. So I went home for the summer after I got 1,300 and just chiefed weed all summer and came back and like literally made like a 5. And I was like, I think I'll take the 13. I think I spelled my name wrong. There
That
goes
is
400 points.
So funny. Well, it has been an absolute pleasure hanging out with you. There's so
Yes.
much to keep up. Follow you on Instagram at Relationship. Your new podcast is called what?
Enough About Me.
Enough About Me. It's available on iTunes, Spotify, all the
And
places.
Podcast One. And,
Podcast One.
And also follow Craig the dog. It's Good Boy Craig.
Great name.
Good Boy Craig. He's
Good
already
Boy
got
Craig.
59,000 followers
Wow.
in like a week.
And everyone at home, just say a little prayer that this works out with Shep and his new wife.
Oh, stop.
Okay?
But yes, it's good to be excited. Isn't it fun
It
to be
is.
excited?
This is the best time.
Let's just be excited.
I agree.
Let's not
Too
get
much
ahead of
pressure. I
ourselves.
agree.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you listen to The Morning Toast every Monday through Friday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time on YouTube. It's also available as a podcast on Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, all the places you can listen to podcasts. The merch store is open for another 24 hours. That's www.shopmorningtoast.com. We will see you on Monday. Tuesday, because we are headed to Vegas tomorrow for my birthday, and I'm going to black out. Bye!